The United States, once a cradle for technological innovation, is now at a critical juncture with its view on the burgeoning crypto industry. A new dawn of digital transactions, decentralized finance and borderless economies is upon us. Yet, within the land of the free, the beacon of progress, an air of uncertainty looms. Regulatory actions by institutions of power are not only challenging the rise of cryptocurrencies, but also casting an ominous shadow over the future of this digital revolution. A multitude of regulatory bodies, each wielding their own interpretation of the law, are scrutinizing this nascent industry. From the Securities and Exchange Commission to the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, their gaze is fixed. The stage is set, the players are ready, and the stakes, nothing less than the future of finance itself. The overarching approach is punitive, creating a chilling effect on innovation. The SEC's legal actions against prominent exchanges signal a crackdown on crypto entities. Just as the first leaves of autumn signal the approach of winter, the Securities and Exchange Commission's actions against major exchanges like Coinbase and Binance hint at a frosty season ahead for the crypto industry. These regulatory giants allege that these exchanges have failed to register certain tokens, leading to legal battles that send ripples through the industry. But it's not just the SEC that's flexing its regulatory muscles. The US government too is adopting an aggressive stance, sanctioning exchanges and wallets with a ferocity that's shaking the crypto landscape. A case in point is the recent recovery of payments made to cybercriminals, a feat that might seem commendable, but also serves to paint the entire industry with broad strokes of suspicion. This combative approach, while ostensibly aimed at protecting consumers, raises questions about its overall impact on the industry. Is it safeguarding the interests of the public, or is it stifling innovation and growth? The answer may not be clear-cut, but what is evident is the chilling effect it's having on the crypto landscape. Consider this: if every leaf on a tree were viewed with suspicion because a few were diseased, would the tree ever reach its full potential? Similarly, if every crypto entity is seen as a potential threat, can the industry truly flourish? This combative regulatory environment, while aimed at protecting consumers, often casts a broad brush of suspicion over the entire industry. Policy statements from federal banking officials have made it increasingly difficult for crypto companies to integrate with traditional financial systems. Thus begins our exploration into the banking hurdles faced by the crypto industry in the United States. These policy statements, often veiled in the cloak of consumer protection, are essentially marginalizing the industry. They are creating a divide between the old world of traditional finance and the new frontier of crypto. This separation is not just symbolic, but it is also practical. It's hindering the growth potential of crypto companies as they struggle to find a foothold in an industry dominated by legacy banks and financial institutions. This marginalization is not the only challenge crypto companies face. There's also a significant amount of legislative ambiguity. The House Financial Services Committee, in its bid to establish a regulatory framework for crypto, has inadvertently created a complex web of rules and regulations. These efforts, although well-intentioned, have expanded the Commodity Futures Trading Commission's oversight while trying to delineate the Securities and Exchange Commission's jurisdiction. This expansion and delineation have resulted in a regulatory landscape that is fragmented at best and convoluted at worst. It's like trying to navigate through a maze, blindfolded and with no clear sense of direction. This fragmented regulatory landscape is leading to confusion and compliance challenges for crypto firms. It's a situation that needs to be addressed if the crypto industry is to thrive and the United States is to maintain its position in the global digital economy. Some states have embraced crypto by passing favorable regulations, creating a patchwork of laws that complicate nationwide operations for crypto companies. This, dear listeners, is the crux of a major issue facing the crypto industry today: the discrepancy between state and federal laws. Imagine a quilt, each patch representing a state, each with its own unique pattern, or in this case, laws. Now imagine trying to stitch together all these patches into a cohesive blanket, a unified crypto regulatory environment. It's quite the daunting task, isn't it? That's what crypto companies face when navigating the labyrinth of different regulations across the 50 states. This inconsistency across jurisdictions adds layers of complexity to an already convoluted regulatory environment. A company might be perfectly compliant in one state, only to find that they are in violation of regulations in another. It's a bit like trying to play a game of chess, where the rules change with every move. Now, let's turn our attention to an ominous spectre looming over the crypto landscape, Operation Choke Point 2.0. This phrase harks back to a controversial initiative from the 2010 East, where the government allegedly pressured banks to deny services to certain industries. Today, similar allegations are being leveled at the Biden administration. The insinuation is that the administration is indirectly choking the crypto industry by making it increasingly difficult for crypto businesses to access banking services. If true, this would severely hamper the operational capacity of these companies. It's akin to cutting off the water supply to a growing plant. This not only hampers the operational capacity of crypto businesses, but also casts a shadow over the industry's future in the US. And as we peer into that future, we find ourselves asking, will the US emerge as a leader in the digital economy, or will it be left behind in the dust of its own regulatory confusion? Only time, as they say, will tell. In conclusion, the US government's current approach to regulating the crypto industry is punitive and disjointed, risking the sector's vitality and the nation's role in the future digital economy. We've explored regulatory pressures, sanctions, banking hurdles, legislative ambiguities, state versus federal discrepancies, and the looming shadows of Operation Choke Point 2.0. These challenges paint a complex landscape for crypto investors and companies alike. The need for a clear, consistent and supportive regulatory framework cannot be overstated. Without it, the US risks falling behind other nations that have embraced the potential of the crypto industry rather than stifling it. The world of crypto is intricate and ever-changing, but the potential for growth and innovation is boundless. As we navigate these waters together, remember that we at More Than Crypto are here to help you build successful strategies in this dynamic arena. Without a clear, consistent and supportive regulatory framework, the US may fall behind other nations that are more welcoming of crypto and blockchain. Remember, we at More Than Crypto are here to help you navigate this complex world. Reach out to us using the link in the description.